Hello, Frank Hester here. One of the things I'm asked most often, and I get this from, I bet you there's been at least a couple dozen people have asked me this over the past 6 months to a year. They say, Frank, when you're joining an opportunity, especially if it's a force matrix, will you let me be the first person to join you in that business so that I can get positioned directly on the first level in the first spot beneath you? And that's very difficult to do. One, because I've had several people ask me that, and I just kind of feel uncomfortable if there's not enough spots to let all the people that have asked me, then I kind of just go with, if you're ready, I'll let people know, and if they're ready to get positioned, then good, they get a really good position on a new opportunity. But I want to share with you something right now in Prosperity by Design, where that opportunity exists not only on one board, but on 4 different boards right now. I have nobody in my downline, and I'm going to fill those. I don't know how long it will take because they're very high ticket, but I want to share that with you in this video and how this business works and kind of where it's going and what we're doing with it. Again, the company is called Prosperity by Design, and I'm right now logged on to our referral link. Now, the referral link, the back office, all that will be a little different in this business because it's kind of been built from the ground up. And I'll talk a little bit about that, a little bit about the owner, my relationship, my involvement in this business, and kind of how I'm kind of partial to this opportunity because, one, I've known about it for 4 years, and it's relatively new. So this is the referral link, and I want you to go down to the second video and watch this video. This gentleman on the screen right now is Albert Daniels. Albert is a good friend of mine. I met Albert in January of 2013 in Key Largo, Florida. And at that time, Albert actually shared his vision for Prosperity by Design with me. And over the coming months and years, we're up to now 4 years, we're to the point we are right now where it really is just getting launched. But he's been working on it, and he's kind of saw his vision, become a reality. And he's got a long way to go with this opportunity, but it is in its infancy right now. What he wants to do is to not only create a program where people can earn a very good income, but also teach people. In other words, you see the motto here is, get paid to learn. He wants to share some basic principles and teach some principles that will help people live a prosperous life and kind of have that prosperity lifestyle as you hear him talk about. In fact, if you scroll on down to the bottom here, you'll see that the 3 core values of this business is to earn money. Obviously, that's what the opportunity presents itself here for us, is a way that you can earn money, and then know how to manage money. Earning money sometimes can be really easy. Managing money for a lot of people is very difficult. But then once you have money, how do you leverage it to make more? And that's what I'm going to talk to you about in this video today. Is if you have money, I'm going to show you a way that you can leverage that money to make a very good income over the next 1, 2, 3 years. I don't know how long it's going to take to fill everything, but there is a kind of prime real estate available in this opportunity that I'm going to share with you. So what I want to do now is go to the courses, and I'm going to kind of walk you through how this business works. For those of you that know me, I love a force matrix. I think a force matrix, in my opinion, it's the most fair comp plan out there. It shares the income, and in my opinion, better than any other opportunity that's out there. So, and again, you may have your opinion. That's mine. And I like that. And what I like about one, especially if there's no recruiting requirements to earn, is if a person gets spillover, and I recruit enough people to generate a lot of spillover. If a person gets spillover, then they earn from it. And a lot of opportunities have recruiting requirements. In other words, they have to get 2 people before they can ever earn a dime in the business because they're not commission qualified. Well, in this opportunity, if you end up with someone in your downline, doesn't matter how they get there, if you refer them or they spill over, you earn from it. So this business, when it is fully launched, will be a series of 13 matrices. All of them are forced matrix, follow your sponsor. But right now, it's I would say we're stage one is fully launched. We just opened up the senior 2 level, and the master's 1 and 2 level, and the doctorate will be coming later on. But we got to get some people into these upper levels now, because they've just in the last couple of months, we've actually just got the junior and the senior classes online. And we've got to get some people kind of in those right now. And that's where that opportunity that I talked about, you being able to leverage money right now, if you have it, that's where that opportunity presents itself. So here's how this business works. As you see, it's kind of set up like a school. The whole concept is learning, and there is a quiz and a class you have to take, and a small little quiz, a very simple true-false 10-question quiz you have to take before you can earn from that level and before you can advance to the next class. So every class, we're going to kind of talk through it in terms of the way it's set up. It's set up, each one, just kind of envision a classroom as you go through each level. So orientation class, if you walk into orientation and you go into the classroom, there's going to be 15 seats in this classroom in 4 rows. There's going to be 1 seat at the front of the room. Behind that will be 2 seats. Behind that, in row number, right behind those 2 will be 4 seats, and then 8 seats. So you take the first seat at the front of the class. You are at the very top of this class, and when you first joined, obviously there is nobody behind you. Now, as that class fills up, you're going to earn every time a student walks into that class and sits down in one of those seats. When they sit down in the row right behind you, you earn $8. If someone comes in the class and sits in row number 2 behind you, where there's 4 seats, you earn $3. If they're sitting on the back row of that class where there's 8 seats, then you're going to earn $9. When all 14 seats fill up in the orientation class, you've earned back $100 for your $25 tuition fee. Now, you can progress from profits if you choose to, or you can progress through this at as fast as you want. The only requirement is you must attend the class, which takes about 10 minutes, and you must complete the quiz and pass it before you can go on to the next level. So you have to take about 30 minutes in each class to complete it before you can go to the next. You can move at your own pace. When you go into the freshman class, it's $50 tuition, and there's a freshman 1 and a freshman 2, and the payout is identical. $50 tuition, and you earn back $678 when you completely fill the class. Now, this classroom, the sophomore, the junior, and the senior classes are a little bit bigger. In this classroom, there's 39 seats instead of 14. There's you at the front of the class. Right behind you is 3 seats. Then there's 9 seats and 27 seats on the back or the third row. And the payout here is $10 for row 1, $9 for row 2, and $21 for row 3. And again, the payout is $678 for a full classroom in freshman 1 and freshman 2. Sophomore class, $150. Pays a little better, $1,720 for a full classroom. Again, 39 seats. Payout here is $40 for row 1, $30 for row 2, and $50 for every person that sits in row number 3. And there's 27 seats in row number 3 in sophomore 1 and 2. But now here's where the opportunity presents itself for you to get positioned directly behind me. Again, the Junior 1, Junior 2, Senior 1, and Senior 2 classes have just launched very recently. Senior 2 just launched yesterday, and I'm recording this video on January the 21st, and I'm in all 4 of these classes. A little more to join here, but again, this is being able to leverage money if you have it and just grab a great position in this business. I have over 600 people in my downline, and almost all of them are from freshman 1 in orientation. A very small number has progressed out of into the sophomore and the junior class, maybe 20 of those. So, none in the junior into the sophomore classes out of the freshman 2. So you can see, and here's what's great about this opportunity, you can actually leap over all of those people if you progress at a faster pace. I have someone that joined my business just 2 weeks ago, and they are already at sophomore 2, and they've jumped over about 600 people just in a matter of weeks, because they're aggressively going through these classes, and they're going to position themselves to make some very good money in 1, 2, 3 years down the road as we fill up all of these upper level classes. And they're going to be positioned up close to the ownership of the corporate accounts at the very top of the matrix. So in the junior class, $600 tuition for junior 1, junior 2. Payout is $7,560, and the payout amounts are $150 for row 1, $100 for row 2, and $230 for row 3. And finally, senior 1, senior 2, $1,800 commission tuition for each class, $25,500 payout when that 39 seat classroom fills. The payout there is $250 for row 1, $350 for row 2, and $800 for the 27 seats on row number 3. I'm not going to go into the details on the master's and the doctorate because they're not available yet. They'll be coming once we get some people into the senior classes and have some people that's ready to progress on. But the tuition is going to be $3,600 for Master's 1, Master's 2, the MBA level, and payout will be $104,800. Doctorate level will be by invitation only. This is where we're going to get into some very serious asset protection and legacy management. This is where when you're invited to here, you're going to be making some serious income, and you're going to learn some strategies that are going to allow you to protect that and have your money work for you in ways that you don't know how to do right now. We're going to learn that at the doctorate level. $10,000 tuition will be a very tight core group that when we get into the doctorate level, that we will learn from each other and be able to kind of get together and speak to each other at this level. But $380,000 payout from that $10,000 tuition at the doctorate level. So what I want to do now is take you over into the back office. This is the back office, and you can see I've completely filled up the orientation, freshman 1, freshman 2 classes. I've got a few spots left on my 3rd level. It's probably built about 5 levels deep. Sophomore 1 and 2, I believe this one's 4 or 5 levels deep, and this one's 4 levels deep. There's not that many people. And you see there's no one on my junior 1, 2, senior, and the senior 2 class is not showing here. I'll report that. But I am in the senior 2 class. I upgraded that yesterday when it became available. And so you can, this is where if you have the money to leverage now, you can position yourself directly under me on the 1st level in the junior 1, junior 2, senior, or senior 2 class. And I guarantee you, I can't make a guarantee or promise. I'm sorry about using that word, but I will fill these classes. I don't know how long it takes because it's only 39 people, and I know that we'll fill them. And I don't think it will take much longer than a year, but if it does, it does, and it's some serious income there. The other thing that I want to kind of share with you is when you fill all these little small matrices through the senior 2 class, you've earned $71,016 commission just from filling those. And again, those can fill. I've got people that has not sponsored a person that are already at this sophomore 1 class because they benefited from my spillover when we first launched this business early this year. I joined on May 31st and put probably 150, 200 people in over a couple of months. And I've just started recruiting it again. And but here's the part that most people don't realize. Every person you bring into this business for $25 is worth $7,101.60 to you. There is a 10% bonus. Once you sponsor 4 people, you qualify for what's called an advisor incentive. And that's 10%. So, 10% up here is not much. I mean, $9 when someone gets in on row number 3 here, so that's 90 cents. But when we start filling senior class and row number 3 pays $800, every person that you sponsored, there's 27 pieces on their bottom row. When their 27 positions fill on their bottom row, you make $80 each on those. So that's where the huge money is going to be when we start bringing people through here, and we have some groups we're going to bring in that want to come all in and treat this as a big ticket opportunity. Then that's where the big money is going to be down here. Because right now I have over 100 personal referrals. If I were to push all of them through all of these matrices, that's over $700,000, to kind of give you an idea of how that works and how that the advisor incentive can be the biggest chunk of income from this opportunity. So here's one other thing I'll show you, and then I'll close this out. When you want to, when you get into the class, so you go into the curriculum. So we'll just go to the Senior 2 class because I just took this class yesterday. You're going to open it up, and there will be a video, and you will watch that video. And most of them are around 10 minutes long. And then you will come over to the testing center, and you'll go to the test for that, and you'll see that I've already completed that quiz. I took the test yesterday and passed it. Now you need to do that. What's important is once you get in a class, you want to do that as quickly as possible, because your income for that level is locked until you watch. You have to watch the video. The system is set up that you have to click in and watch the video. You have to complete and pass the quiz. That's one thing I really like about this opportunity is the people that join, if they want to earn income from it, they have to watch the material and learn the material that's being taught and shared inside this business. So with that, I'm going to take you back over to the join link. And if you want to get involved, what I recommend is just taking a cheap $25 position, do your due diligence on this business, see what's like on the inside. If you like what you see, then you can upgrade to whatever level you want as quickly as you want. But just know that right now, as of recording this video, I have not one single person on my Junior 1, Junior 2, Senior 1, and Senior 2 level. And if you want, you can get positioned directly on my first level. And those opportunities don't present themselves very often. So that's one thing you can do. So click the register button. And as you can see, it's a very simple form to fill out. The only thing I'll put here, if you're in the United States, obviously you need your Social Security number, your EIN number. If you live outside of the United States, you can put your national ID or passport number, but just put anything in there to get it through. You can see as long as the button is green, you're good. If it's red, just put another digit in there. Just something to get past that. It is a required field. But don't get hung up on that if you don't know what number to put if you're from outside of the U.S. Just put something in there to get past the registration. So with that, I'll close this. Thank you for taking the time to watch it. Get positioned with us and take a look. I'll get you added to our company Facebook group. The owner of the business, my friend Albert, is actually in that group, so you'll meet him. And I think you're going to like what you see in this opportunity and where we're going later on in 2017 and beyond. Thank you.